Hello everyone, today we have another video review and this time we have a chance to check a new kit from ARK Models. As you can see, it copies Mi-8 in 1/72 scale, and this model is actually based on the plastic from the Hobby Boss. As you can see, it's written here that kit includes resin parts as well as Hobby Boss plastic. Here you can see the picture of the two helicopters flying in the sky, and here is some information about the kit. So there are 92 parts plus 2 resin, I guess, and assembled model will measure 256 millimeters. On the back side there is a short history, let's say pictures and notes, so it might be useful for some fans of the helicopter. As on the previous IS tank kit, this kit is packed with color printed external part and tough cardboard box inside. Here you can see it. Inside, just give me a second, parts are packed into the separate plastic bags, and there is a Decal Sheet, assembly manual and resin parts. So let's start from the plastic because we didn't check the original Hobby Boss kit, and it will be interesting what's inside and how it's molded. As I saw, the resin parts actually copy the external armament and the pilots with seats, but you will see them further in the review. So the first one is a sprue with top parts where is engine hidden. And as you can see, those are molded as two separate halves. The molding quality is quite nice, and inside there is nothing because there is no engine replication as far as I know. Next we have big plastic bag with small ones inside. So again, I need a second to open it. And here we have transparent sprue, so let's start from it. Of course there are no masks included, so if you want to mask it, you will have to buy the separate aftermarket set, or maybe just to cut it with your own hands. Nevertheless, the molding quality for the transparent parts is quite nice. Here you can see them. So we have all necessary parts and they look clear and crisp, and should be easy to install on the model. Next we have plastic bag with fuselage halves. So just give me a second to open it. Those are quite huge, as it was mentioned in the beginning. Assembled model will measure like 25 centimeters length. So here you can see them. Of course, nose part will be copied with help of transparent element. Here you can see the internal part for the cockpit door and some other parts. Inside there is some minor detailing, which should look nice after some, let's say, careful weathering and painting, and maybe with some PE parts available on the aftermarket. Next we have plastic sprue with cockpit floor. Again, I need a second to open it. By the way, both fuselage halves have position pins, so you shouldn't be worried about alignment or any other possible problems during assembly. So here you can see the pilot seat, which are molded as a one piece, but we won't use them in this kit because ARK Models provides replacement. Here you can see the cockpit floor, and here is another some internal part for the model. Next we have plastic sprue with rotor parts. Those of course are molded, I mean each blade is molded as a one piece part, so no worries about the assembly problems or any other issues. As you can see, some tiny elements are secured in the bubble wrap, and everything looks more or less okay. Next we have decal sheet and marking guide, which are packed into the separate Ziploc bag. Again, I need a second to remove it. Decal sheet is printed in Begemot, so here you can see it. Printing quality is quite nice. Stencils, all necessary symbols are included into this decals set. There are two marking options included into this kit. Here you can see them. As you can see, marking guide is printed in color, and it shouldn't be difficult to guess how to paint your model. And here you can see the stencil application guide. Note that paint numbers are given in generic, I would say, names and numbers. So you have to pick up the one from your favorite paints manufacturer. Now I need again a second to remove the resin parts because they are attached to the assembly manual. So, as for the resin parts, as I said before, we have several external launchers. Here you can see them, and also the pivots, which are molded together with the seat. Here you can see them. Note that they are molded in different poses, so at least they are not absolutely identical as in some other kits. Here you can see them. And of course, assembly manual. Assembly manual is printed in form of this simple black and white brochure with short history note on the first page. Then we have some useful model tips. Also here is a parts map. And then assembly process starts. On the last photo you can see the finished model, finished helicopter. And here is a huge print of the decal sheet, because it also includes the numbers, so maybe it's just a decorative print. So that's all for the video review. As usual, you can check the full review article with detailed photos on our website. If you like this video, press the like button below because it will help us greatly. And also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We also have a Facebook group, which I recommend to like if you want to get all fresh videos and reviews on time. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video review as usual.